CBS 47 Action News Jax at noon begins with breaking news.
That breaking news, a local teen just pleaded guilty to killing his own grandmother and burying her body in the backyard. We're live in just minutes with what happened in the courthouse.
Plus, the First Alert weather team has their eyes on the tropics and local storms. You're getting a live satellite look where you can see it's very active with 2 storms over the Atlantic Ocean. On the other side of your screen, you're seeing a new 11 a.m. track for Tropical Storm Jerry, which has strengthened since early this morning.
And we want to give you a live look right now from Bermuda. People there starting to feel the impacts now of Hurricane Umberto. The hurricane warning is in effect for the island right now. The storm is expected to pass north of the islands by later tonight.
And this is new video out of Texas, which is getting hammered by the rain from Tropical Storm Imelda. Roads underwater, at least partially there. That storm expected to bring at least 18 inches of rain. We're also tracking local storms. There's a live look we're going to see from Riverside, and it's coming down in that area right now. This is Action News Jax at noon. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Phil Amato.
Welcome. I'm Dawn Lopez. Lots of lightning here at home right now. Action News Jax First Alert meteorologist Garrett Beatenbaugh in the First Alert Weather Center. You have been quite busy today. And Garrett, with the activity in the tropics, we're seeing some rain moving through our area as well.
Yeah, right now, Jax Beach on the Action News Jax First Alert Skycam network. We have blinding rain here at times and winds of 40+ miles per hour moving through. Right now is at 20 miles per hour sustained. We've been watching some umbrellas go down with that gust front that came through, and unfortunately it is raining pretty heavily for your lunch hour there at the beaches. This is that little frontal boundary we were telling you about that's moving through the area. You see multiple wind reports now with 40 to 45 mile per hour winds here on First Alert Doppler HD. There's Beach Boulevard, Atlantic Boulevard, Mayport up there. This is diving to the south here, about 15 to 20 miles per hour or so. The wind will pick up before the rain gets there. That's the gust front that we talk about a lot of times. Nocatee by 12:30 or so. There's that 42 mile per hour wind report there. No significant wind other than some gusty winds of 20 to 30 miles per hour right now, and 1.74 inch per hour rainfall rates in Jacksonville Beach right now. It's dry in downtown Jacksonville. Tracking the tropics for you, there is Umberto near Bermuda. Also Jerry here. We told you this morning at 5 a.m. it was upgraded from a depression to a tropical storm. There's the latest forecast track. Thursday, potentially a hurricane, Category 1 status. And then the forecast is to go just north with the core of the hurricane there, the eye wall of the Greater Antilles and Leeward Islands, and then the trend has been to go back to the north. We'll have to watch that very closely for you here in the Action News Jax First Alert Weather Center. I'll have more on the tropics and what else we're watching for you coming up in your First Alert 7-day forecast.
Breaking news coming in, a local teenager accused of killing his own grandmother and then burying her in the family's backyard. Moments ago pleaded guilty. Logan Mott entered that plea in just the last 15 minutes. Action News Jax Letitia Barriola is live right now with the latest from the newsroom. Letitia, the teen's defense team is asking mercy of the court.
He pleaded guilty to second-degree murder. The state dropped his grand theft auto charge. The second-degree murder charge carries a life sentence. The defense is asking between 15 and 40. Mott was 15 in 2017 when he killed his grandmother. Christina French was found in a shallow grave behind his home. The state says she was shot and stabbed multiple times before she was buried. Mott was arrested near the Canadian border after a days-long manhunt. Mott told the judge he's currently taking college classes and he'll likely be sentenced in mid-October. Action News Jax Bridget Matter, she's inside the courtroom right now. She's working to talk to Mott's father, who's also there, and the state attorney. We'll have a live report coming up tonight on Action News Jax at 5. Reporting in the newsroom, Letitia Barriola, Action News Jax.
Action News Jax is hearing from the mother of a local teen killed in a crash on Oakleaf Plantation Parkway, just down the street from his school. Monday, Sky Action News Jax gave you this view from that horrific scene. Police say that Keandre Moss was driving when he hit a tree, killing him and injuring 2 of his classmates in the car with him. Loved ones who know Moss say that this has been the most difficult time of their lives, including his mother.
I'm gonna miss him. It's very unreal. I'm lost. I'm gonna be lost without him.
Now, right now, police are still looking for 2 drivers. They believe that they may have been racing down that parkway when that crash happened.
The U.S. Coast Guard says the capsized cargo ship that's laying on its side in St. Simon Sound is not polluting the water. It's been more than a week now since the Golden Ray capsized. The coastkeeper tells Action News Jax despite carrying a huge amount of contaminants on board, most of it has been contained. Some locals tell us they still aren't taking any chances getting in the water.
Definitely don't have a green light yet because we still have a ship on its side.
The Coast Guard is asking the public to report any oiled wildlife or pollution by calling their Unified Command Center. You can find that number on our website. Just go to actionnewsjax.com.
Action News Jax is learning more right now about Jacksport's harbor deepening project. The Florida Department of Transportation says that they are putting an extra $35 million now towards the work. The money is expected to go to deepening the harbor to 47 feet. The project is set to be completed by 2023. It's also expected to create thousands of jobs.
The confessed killer of a local mom is sentenced to death. This is new video of Donald Davidson today as he was learning his punishment. He pleaded guilty to the 2014 murder of Roseanne Welsh. Now Action News Jax' Beth Russo explains why the sentence is helping Welsh's family move forward.
Roseanne Welsh's family let out a sigh of relief inside the courtroom today. One of her loved ones says that she might be able to get a good night's sleep for the first time since 2014 when Welsh was killed. These are the words Roseanne Welsh's family have been waiting to hear for almost 5 years.
We have a hole in our heart that's never going to heal.
Action News Jax was at Welsh's Middleburg home in 2014 when police found her dead inside. In May, her husband's childhood friend, Donald Davidson, a registered sexual predator, pleaded guilty to cutting off his ankle monitor, killing the mother of two, and kidnapping her 10-year-old daughter.
You know, her children and her husband miss her dearly, and there's a huge hole in our family that, you know, was taken away.
Welsh's aunt and uncle are grateful for the sentence, but choose to focus on happier memories.
And she was a joyful spirit. She never had a bad day, and she was a joy to be with.
Davidson's attorney tells me this situation is a loss for everyone involved.
It's a sad day for everyone. No one won here.
Welsh's loved ones say no one knows that better than their family.
She's just a special part of us that we'll never get back. We'll see her in heaven one day.
I'm talking to one of Davidson's previous victims who was part of this sentencing. You'll hear from her all new on Action News Jax at 5. Reporting in Clay County, Beth Russo, Action News Jax.
We want to give you a live look right now at the bank, TIAA Bank Field, and that's where Jacksonville's home team, our Jaguars, take on the Tennessee Titans tomorrow night for the first primetime home game in 4 years. That's right, Thursday night football. And the big question, star cornerback Jalen Ramsey, will he suit up? Well, he says that he will play and give the Jags all he has while under contract. Well, Action News Jax is monitoring that situation. We will bring you any update live or on air, and be sure that you have our free Action News Jax mobile app. The Jags are calling for a teal out at the bank on Thursday night. So everyone, they want you to get behind the Big Cats so they can bring home their first victory of the season. Right now, 0-2. So wear your teal. Come down to the bank. Kickoff is at 8:20, and you can catch the game on the NFL Network.
That's right. We need a win, right? The Jags front office also making some changes to the game day experience. Fans can now bring a sealed water bottle, one each, into every game. And there will be more shade, too. As fans stand in line, there will now be misting stations outside to help keep them cool. And there will be new entry points with more ticket scanners and gate staff to get fans through quicker. Action News Jax, the official Jaguars stations, has you covered ahead of the game. Catch Jaguars All Access live from the Mellow Mushroom tonight in Avondale. Former Jags running back Maurice Jones-Drew will be there. That's live tonight at 7 p.m. on Fox 30. Police have obtained a search warrant for the man accused of killing his wife and her 4 kids. Detectives believe Michael Jones killed them in their Marion County home, where they remained hidden before he allegedly drove their bodies into our local Georgia counties. Action News Jax investigates, looked into Jones's past, and found no criminal history where the family lived.
Jury selection starts for 2 former Jacksonville City Council members today. Reggie Brown and Katrina Brown were indicted on 38 federal fraud counts surrounding Katrina Brown's family's barbecue sauce company. Both have pleaded not guilty. Another report at 5 tonight. Congress is back in Washington, but is struggling right now to respond to last month's back-to-back shootings in Texas and Ohio. Action News Jack's Jacqueline Fell is in Washington with details on a powerful new app that's debuting on school shootings.
The video shows kids with typical back-to-school items. As a shooting unfolds, they're protecting themselves with those items.
These new sneakers are just what I needed for the new year. My parents got me the skateboard I wanted. It's pretty cool.
I finally got my own phone to stay in touch with my mom.
Last year was the deadliest on record for school shootings. The group putting out the ad, Sandy Hook Promise, says they're preventable if you know the warning signs. The ad is coming out as pressure is building for Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell to bring gun control legislation up for a vote. But it's a move he says won't happen unless the president says it should.
We need some guidance from the president about what kind of proposal that would make a difference he would actually sign into law.
The time for turning a blind eye is over.
Democrats want stronger background checks on more gun purchases. Republicans focusing on mental health want red flag laws that would take guns away from someone deemed a threat. In Washington, Jacqueline Fell, CBS 47, Action News Jax.
National and local companies are hiring right now at the Navy Tri-Base Job Fair. It will be held right now at the Moroncan Shrine Center for all Department of Defense card holders. That's until 2 o'clock this afternoon.
Right now, First Alert meteorologist Gary Bedenbaugh tracking this heavy downpours moving through Duval County, producing gusty winds of 40 to 45 miles per hour. Some lightning strikes close by as well, where that's headed through the afternoon. And when you can expect some more showers, that's coming up in your Action News Jax First Alert 7-day forecast.
Local Parrot Heads excited. Jimmy Buffett coming to Jacksonville for his upcoming tour. Ahead, when you can catch him live in the River City.
Hangry? Oh, it's a word, and we've all been there. But experts say the only thing you should decide when hungry is where to eat. Why they say never make important decisions while you're hungry.
What to watch, brought to you by Ashley Home Store.
It's an easier way to detect breast cancer. Baptist Health just rolled out new 3D technology.
New at noon, Action News Jack's Alicia Tarancon shows us the 3D mammograms could save patients time and money.
There are 6 Baptist locations that offer 3D mammograms, including here in downtown. Doctors say that having 3D mammograms helps reduce a patient's need for follow-up visits. Joni Hayes is a breast cancer survivor. She was diagnosed with cancer 4 years ago around Christmas after she received a call from her doctors after a routine mammogram screening. Despite not having any signs or symptoms, Hayes told us they found something.
The tumor was so deep that we couldn't, there's no way that a physical exam would have shown it, and so the only way to have found it would be the mammogram.
That was 4 years ago. Now Baptist is using 3D mammograms to help take more images of the breast and help detect more cancers than the standard mammogram.
In the past, where typically we would have 4 images of a complete examination for a breast, now we have 100 images. So you can imagine with 100 images, we can see more.
Baptist MD Anderson Cancer Center says that most insurances now do cover 3D mammograms as part of preventative care. If a patient does not have insurance and pays out of pocket, the hospital will provide a quote, but the average cost in other hospitals could be between $100 to $200. Patients like Hayes says her mammogram is the reason she's standing here today.
My advice to everybody is get your mammogram, just go and get it done, because mine saved my life.
And coming up at 5, doctors tell us how 3D mammograms can help patients with dense breast tissue. Reporting in downtown, Alicia Tarancon, CBS 47, Action News Jax.
At least 2 people are injured after Mercedes-Benz crashed into the Trump Plaza lobby last night in New Rochelle, right outside New York City. New York police are still investigating the cause, but believe the driver most likely lost control of his car. None of the reported injuries are life-threatening.
New York is the first state now to legally enforce the sale of flavored e-cigarettes. Retailers have 2 weeks to remove the products. New York's Governor Andrew Cuomo says the fruity and candy-flavored e-cigarettes seem to be aimed at young people. Vape shop owners say that they're considering a legal challenge, and they're worried this ban may force some businesses to close down.
This winter, Jimmy Buffett will make his return to Jacksonville. Buffett and the Coral Reefer Band will perform at the Five-Star Veterans Memorial Arena on December 10th. The Son of a Sailor High Tide Tour marks the 40th anniversary of Buffett's Son of a Sailor album. Tickets go on sale next Friday at 10 a.m.
Now certified Jacksonville's most accurate weather forecast. Action News Jax First Alert Weather.
I'm First Alert meteorologist Garrett Biedenbaugh. Right now, First Alert Doppler HD. We've been tracking this heavy downpour and this thunderstorm producing 40 to 50 mile per hour winds in coastal sections of southeast Georgia earlier this morning. Now sliding to the south, pretty much right along the coast, an outflow boundary with those dark clouds and gusty winds briefly passing through downtown Jacksonville. These are wind reports, 40 to 50 mile per hour winds and gusts especially, and right offshore too. Some lightning strikes in Ponte Vedra, heavy downpours on A1A here for the lunch commute, but that's diving to the south, and the bulk of the rain is offshore, but this is just a little downpour, shower and thunderstorm activity. It's going to try to make it down to St. Augustine too. Here's a live look on our Action News Jax First Alert Skycam network showing the leading edge of some breezy winds there around 20 miles per hour or so heading to the south. So from north to south for today, we'll be tracking that for you, but not expecting real severe weather. We had a severe thunderstorm warning earlier that was dropped pretty quickly from the National Weather Service in Camden County and Nassau County earlier. See what the rain does to the temperature. 74 at Fernandina Beach. We're at 76 in Jacksonville with that gust front. That cooler air has gone by. 85 in McClinney versus 88 in Lake City. So today, hour by hour, we'll see some more showers and a few thunderstorms with that cool front we were telling you about this morning going through the area, but the breezy onshore winds will be setting up. We'll have a high rip current risk at area beaches today and into tomorrow with high surf as well building. And then as we head into Thursday, the onshore winds continue and we'll see some scattered showers move in off the Atlantic. Most spots will be dry by the evening, but a few coastal showers still possible. There's Bermuda. There's Hurricane Humberto, a Category 3 hurricane well off the coast of the U.S. 120 miles per hour maximum sustained winds. The core of the hurricane going to go to the north and west of Bermuda, but tropical storm force conditions as well. This is Jerry, tropical storm Jerry. That is moving to the northwest, the west-northwest at 14 miles per hour here through this afternoon and into the next couple of days. We'll see potentially a hurricane by Thursday, according to the National Hurricane Center now. And then just to the north of the northern Leeward Islands and Greater Antilles there's Puerto Rico right there. We'll be watching this potentially go to the north, hopefully go to the north. And all indications are right now that happens. And then it turns to the north and looks to be a recurve, at least right now. We'll keep watching that for you here in the First Alert Weather Center. There's still some opportunity for it to go a little bit farther to the west, and of course that's very important for our local forecast. A lot of the data now suggesting back to the north, so Bermuda will be watching it again. And then some possible development in the eastern Atlantic again over the next several days. Also, potentially there closer to the Lesser Antilles, low opportunity there. Also monitoring this cluster of showers and storms now in the eastern Caribbean. Was just looking at the satellite data. There's no closed surface circulation here at the surface there. Your Action News Jax First Alert 7-day forecast with your weekend always in view. Low 80s tomorrow. That's the best we'll do with the onshore winds and scattered showers. Coastal showers continue into Friday, but we are rewarded Saturday and Sunday. Mostly sunny skies. Temperatures in the mid-60s in the morning, mid-80s in the afternoon, and upper 80s into next week. You can always get this forecast any time of the day right there on the Action News Jax First Alert Weather app. And join Chief Meteorologist Mike Burrish at 5 on CBS 47 Action News Jax.
Iconic Jeopardy host Alex Trebek says he's undergoing chemotherapy again. Coming up, why he says his fight with cancer isn't over yet.
Plus, it can wait until after you've grabbed some lunch. The new research that doctors say shows that you should wait before making decisions when you're hungry.
Jeopardy host Alex Trebek says he's still battling pancreatic cancer. The Jeopardy host revealed that his doctors have ordered him to undergo chemotherapy again. Last month, Trebek announced the end of his first round of chemo for stage 4 cancer.
How likely are you to make a rash decision when you're hungry? Researchers say it's very likely. According to a Fox Health study, researchers studied a group of participants, and they found that those who hadn't eaten in more than 10 hours, when given the choice, would opt to take smaller rewards given sooner than waiting longer to receive the larger reward. We'll be right back.
New at 5:30, major concerns about pregnant women developing high blood pressure during pregnancy, the dangerous health effects that both moms and babies can suffer.
It's coming down.
Yeah, rain going to the south along the coast.
All right, stay dry, everyone.
Why not? It's coming up next.